this video is a lot more zoomed in than I intentioned. Sorry. Wanted to explain a little about how my night yesterday went. So, as I have mentioned, I have my delightful pain in my neck. Oh, this wasn't last night actually, this is Monday, today is Wednesday. I ended up going to the emergency room because I was at work and most of the time I'm able to kind of work through the pain, but it was different and weird and more intense. So I just kind of got up and went to my boss and I just said I have to go. I'm like, and she knows that I have these problems, and I just said I have to go now. And she was like, yeah, no, sure, go, it's okay, just go, fine, we'll figure out what's going on later, we'll work on your time off later. And she's great. And so I left, and it was 5 o'clock, so the only place that was open was the emergency room. It was really busy for a Monday, which I thought was weird. But I went, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I went. If you hear that noise, that is my cat on his scratching post, and I'm sorry. I waited for a long time, and then I got taken back to a room, and they were so busy that I didn't even get a nurse to see me. It was one of the paramedics. A paramedic was the one who kind of took my chart and took notes on what was happening with me. He was very nice. And I told him what was going on and how I was on a new medication and how I was, kind of concerned on if it was medication related, and how I was, I thought to be safe I should be seen right away just to make sure that it wasn't anything really important. And I think I might have scared him a little bit because I did mention that the pain was kind of unbearable. And I don't know if I said something that made him think that I might have wanted to make it end abruptly, as in kill myself abruptly, and so he kind of skirted around saying it. But what people with mental illness probably know is when you've had it for a while and you've been treated for it a lot, you kind of get cavalier about the whole subject. And so he was trying to very nicely say he's holding my chart have you ever had considered thoughts about killing myself? Yeah, no, it should be in my chart actually. I have bipolar disorder and a couple others. It should be in my chart. I was hospitalized for an intent to commit suicide. It should be in there actually. If you take a look, it's all in there. Yeah, a while ago, a long time ago. And he's trying to get into detail, and he's surprised about how forthcoming I am with it. He's like, if you don't mind, what method? I'm like, oh, you mean how? How was I gonna do it? And it's like, yeah, with knives. I'm like, oh yeah, blades. Yeah. And he's like, oh, wow, I can't. He was very sympathetic and very delightful, but I think I might have frightened him a little bit. But he's like, wow, I can't fathom what that would have been like. You're so young, and wow, I can't imagine what that must have been like for you. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. And he was very, very kind and very sweet. And it was really nice of him, and it was very touching. But I do think I might have spooked him a little bit. Then he was gone for a while, and then I had a slew of doctors come in, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong, as usual. And then they had eventually neurology come down, and nothing was visibly wrong with me. My reflexes were fine, everything was fine that they could see like usual. And I was basically told, everything looks fine, go home. And I was like, okay, I've been here for 4.5 hours. I can tell you everything is not fine. I'm in a lot of pain, otherwise I wouldn't have come here. This is not the normal pain, it's a different pain, it's an unusual pain, it's not in the same spot, it doesn't feel the same. I need some sort of help. Give me something, give me anything. And so the main doctor who had been seeing me gave me at least a pain medication and said, like, you know, if you are still feeling the same way in like 4 days, come back and let us know or tell the pain clinic, which is really hard to get into, so don't really know what the point of that was. But then as he was leaving, and I was really emotional by this point because I had spent 4.5 hours thinking naively that I was going to get, you know, some sort of really good resolution, which I should know at this point for my physical pain isn't going to happen. And as he was leaving, he was like, you know, I don't envy your situation. You know, I'm really sorry this has happened to you at such a young age, and I know you've been through a lot, and that you're on all these medications, and that this is really mentally and emotionally taxing for you, and I'm really sorry you have to go through this, and especially since you're so young. And I just want you to know that I'm really sorry you have to go through all this. And I just, like, my voice cracked, and I said, you know, thank you. I really appreciate it. He said, I wish you all the luck. And I said, you know, thank you. I'm really going to need it. And I started to cry like a baby. And he, like, left, and I just cried for, like, 10 minutes in the hospital room before I left. And that was horrible. And then I went to my car, and I cried while listening to Adele. So that was Monday night. And I've been on pain meds for the last few days and been on FMLA leave because I just can't be on these pain meds and be at work, and I can't be in this much pain. Sorry, that was a bad one. I've been in an okay spot for a little bit. I'm gonna have to go take another pill. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go back tomorrow. And I'm probably going to stop this video in a sec because I need to go take some more medication. But yeah, the whole issue with my pain has been not just a physical issue, but also a really big mental and emotional issue. And I'm going to have I have one appointment with my main psychiatrist or psychologist, and then I have the pain psychologist, and then another appointment with my regular psychologist. So we're doing 3 appointments in a row, which is really what I need because I'm a little fucked up right now, guys. So hopefully they'll be able to help me a little bit because I got a lot going on upstairs. Just feeling really shitty about a lot of stuff right now. I gotta go take some more meds because it's getting real bad. I don't know. I just want to keep you guys updated while I was feeling kind of okay, and that there was still some sort of sunlight outside. It's before 5 o'clock. But yeah, I guess that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys later.